Alexey Troitsky does it again. This beautiful chess study has a really amazing end position. I will tell you that already now. Well, not saying too much after that. Our pawn is moving this direction, and white is to move and win. And it's also a well known fact that if one side has two knights and nothing else against a single king, well, that's a draw. So black can technically sacrifice both his knights on this pawn, and if all these three pieces are gone, then it's a technical draw. So we have to be careful with how we are handling our pawn, especially. Well, that's all you're gonna hear from me. White to move and win this. See for yourself, pause the video if you can find out the winning variation, and when you return, I will amaze you with the solution. Go ahead. All right, I'll come back. So here we go. Of course, black is threatening to take our pawn. This is our last weapon. Well, not our last, but this is our main weapon to win this. And we cannot do really anything else but move this pawn. So that is the first move. I mean, if we just move our king, he will take care, and this is a draw for sure. So white will start with d6 check. And what happens now? Well, if black takes the knight, it's an easy win for us, of course, because we simply take the knight on e7 and we will promote the next move. After the check, if black goes to c6 or c8, we do the same. Still take this. King is forced to d7 to stop this, and we simply play king f7, and he cannot stop this. So the first moves are easy to see. Start with d6 check, and the king goes to d7. It's now when it starts getting a bit tricky. White to move here. And of course, if we take this, black simply takes back, and that is a draw for sure. So we have to find something else. Can you see which is the next move? Here it goes. We play our knight to c5 check, the knight from the a file. Let's see what happens if we do something else. If we play knight b6 check, the king will come up to e6 and really control from there. It blocks our king, doesn't allow that to move, threatens knight f6 check and take this pawn. And of course, we still cannot take here. We will simply take back. Or if we push our pawn to d7, black will simply take it. So it's important for us not allowing black to come to e6. Therefore, we must give a check here on c5. And the king is forced to e8. Still needs to be able to take back on e7 if we take this knight. Okay, we're not done yet. What are we doing here as white? Now is the crucial part of this study. How can white win from here? Go ahead and pause the video again if you need. Okay, if you said king f6, then you're wrong. This is only a draw, and black can do many things, but the easiest and most beautiful draw is just to play knight d7 check. And it doesn't matter if we take it with our knight or we play king e6. The answer will be the same. Knight c8. And the next move, black will take this pawn. Even if we take here, he just simply sacrifices knight on the pawn. We take back. And as said, two knights against a single king is not winning. This is a draw. We cannot do anything from here to win. This is a very theoretical proved draw, two knights against the king. So the king to f6 is wrong in this position. And black is still threatening knight f5 check and then sacrifice his knight on this pawn. So it looks like we're going to lose this pawn. Well, why not sacrifice it then? Told you before, we cannot lose this pawn, but that is if black are able to sacrifice We will simply give it away, force the knight to take it. It's the only legal move. And what happens now? Well, now we put his both knights in a very awkward position. They're blocking the king, and this is a checkmate in 2 moves. Knight d6 check, force move, king d8, and then the final punch, knight e6 checkmate. And remember what I said about the amazing end position? Here it goes. Look at these 4 knights. This is an amazing end position for white. This is checkmate, and Alexey Troitsky made this study well over 100 years ago. Such a wonderful genius this guy was. And, well, I'm just baffled about this. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. If you did, remember to always press like, and of course, make a comment or two. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.